There's some simple dishes. If you're good at, you can tell me.
No,
Anyone.
sir, not a professional way like my mother, but I do some cooking, like
Okay.
rice, curry, and etc.
Okay. Ignesh Malik. Fine. Good. Uh, can you select any one dish? You just can you tell me the process? Just whatever you know from your own point of just you can tell me the process just to explain. Just tell me the step by step process. You take one dish and tell me how do you do that?
Sir, I know the recipe of pulse. Uh,
Hmm.
this.
Pulse dal. Is it a
Yes.
dal or what will you do?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Dal. Dal. Sir.
Okay, dal. So you use the pulse dal. So please all of you kindly make a note of what he says because from this only we are going to take for class today. So please give a complete attention to him. Yes, go ahead, Malik.
Sir, first we take the bowl full of the water and then put pulse into it for a rest of the whole night so that it soak the water and being puffy. On the very next day, we take the dal and remove all the water from it, and now the only pulse remains into the bowl. After that, we take uh, uh, I don't know what that
No, no, no
means.
problem.
Cooker. Uh,
Go ahead.
we call it as a cooker like.
Okay.
After that, we prepare a spicy thing in which we take the different types of the spices like some kind of a pinch black salt or some kind of uh, that particular spices. I don't know what I called in
Uh-huh.
the English. But,
Okay, okay, no issue,
in
no issue. Turmeric powder and other stuff. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, prepare that spicy part. After that, we take them into the cooker and put the dal, then water, and then spice part on it, and then boil it until the pressure cooker tells whistles up and told us that now your pulse is prepared. After that, take it from the gas stove and let it be cool down. After that, add into it the salt part and more spicy part so that we give it a fine touch of the taste and then mixed it of all thing and then serve it.
Very good. Very good. You can all of you can give him a virtual clap. Very nice, Malik. Wonderful. All of you just give him a virtual clap. You can use the clap symbol which is available in the team. Good. Yeah. Let me listen to one more person. I think someone has raised the hand. You can go ahead. What's your name? Malik did a wonderful, he has given a wonderful description of the process to make the pulses. Okay. And just a minute. There are many people raised a hand, I guess. Just a minute. I'll go to that hand raise symbol. I'll check and I'll click. Still, it's not visible to me. Just a minute. Yeah, Jaya Veera Kumar. Go ahead. What does you know? Jaya Veera Kumar, you can unmute and you can talk. Still, you are in muted condition, Jaya Veera Kumar. I don't know what happened to him. Okay, Bhavya Mishra.
Afternoon, sir.
Hmm.
I'm audible. Okay, sir. So about pulses or any kind of vegetables and all.
Anything, anything. Just tell me any one thing. That's it. Your choice.
Okay, so aloo pyaz, sir. You heard of it? The potato and onion.
Aloo,
Pyaj. Potato and onion.
potato, and what is the dish name?
The aloo pyaj. In Hindi, it's called aloo pyaj.
Aloo piyach. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's a
Go.
kind of vegetable. Okay, so in starting we just cut down the means potatoes and then the onions. Okay, so we have many kinds of dishes means we can make from these two, but I'm going to make it without boiling. Like we
Hmm.
can boil the potato also and then we can make it. But
Hmm.
right now, first I have to take the oil in a pan or in a bigger whatever you want, the
Hmm.
cooking pan. Okay, then you have to heat up the oil. After that, you have to spread some jeera for the taste also, and to check whether the oil is like gotten heat or not. So after that, when the oil got hot, then we have to just spread the small pieces of the means onion in it. So when we will fry onion. After that, we will just mix haldi in it. And then we can add some pepper in it, then and chili powder. Then we are then we have to add some water in it, so it's a kind of soup. So after that, we are making a mixture of all the spices. We are going to add the chopped aloo, means the potatoes in it. Then we are going to cover it from any kind of plate or anything. Then we have to heat it up until and unless the potatoes got boiled. So after that, we can add salts, because we all add salt in last for every kind's taste and all. So then we can add salt and other kind of species, and then we can just serve it.
Good, very good, very good. Yeah, give him a virtual clap to Bhavya Mishra. Okay, good. Jay Veerakumar, can you come now, or I don't know whether you can speak? Okay, still I don't know. Jay Veerakumar, do you have any problem in your mic? It's okay. Arya Subhas Karate. Yeah, this will be the last, then we'll get into the discussion part. Arya Subhas.
Yes, sir. I'm going to tell about chocolate cupcakes.
Cutlet?
So
Cutlet?
cupcakes,
Come again, because your voice is not clear to me. Cutlet? Tell me.
chocolate cupcakes,
Okay. Cutlet cupcake. Am I right?
cupcakes,
She says
chocolate
cakes,
He's
cupcakes.
saying chocolate cupcake.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Chocolate cupcake. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so for 6 cupcakes, we need to first take a big mixing bowl. Then we'll add half cup maida, 6 teaspoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and half teaspoon of baking powder, then baking soda, and mix all of these properly. Then after mixing, we will add half cup milk at room temperature and 2 tablespoon oil. So instead of oil, we can also add egg, but we are making vegetarian, so we'll add oil. Then we'll mix all of this properly and we'll get the batter. So after this, we'll pour the batter in cupcake cup and we'll put it in microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds. If we have an oven, we'll need to increase time a bit. And after 1 minute 30 seconds, our cupcakes will be ready.
Wonderful. Yeah, give her a clap, virtual clap. Fine. Okay, wonderful, nice. Let me try what Arya said. In case if I miss, just you correct the process. First, we need to take 6 cups of. Sorry, you need to take a maida. Is it the first step?
Yes.
Okay, you have to take the six cups of maida. Then you have to add. What did you say? Oil. What else? What did you say?
Sugar,
Sugar. Sugar. What is the level of amount of sugar we need to add?
6 tablespoons.
Okay. 6 cups of maida. Six
Half
tablespoons.
cup of maida.
Half cup. Half cup means whether 6 half cups.
No, for 6 cupcakes, half cup maida. Like that is a big cup.
Okay, big cup. Can you tell me the size of the cup? A 200 ml cup or 300 ml
Okay.
cup?
They are like standard cups for baking.
Okay, standard cup for baking. So you take the standard cup of baking size maida, then add 6 tablespoons of sugar, then add oil. You want, you can add egg, but we are doing the vegetarian cake, so we add just oil. Oil, you didn't specify the oil, which oil we need to add.
Cooking oil.
Cooking oil. So
Any.
whether sunflower oil, groundnut oil, coconut oil, gingerly oil, which oil we need to add?
Mainly soybean oil, I think.
whichever we use in our
Okay,
day-to-day.
okay. Whichever we use, yeah, as you rightly point, some of them will use coconut, some of them we use groundnut oil or sunflower. Fine, good. We add. How many spoons we need to add?
Two
Two,
tablespoons.
2 tablespoons of oil we need to add it. Then we have to batter it. No, probably for 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes.
Yes,
3 minutes we need
yes.
to stir it, batter till it becomes the batter is ready. Once it is
And
ready,
uh,
ah,
we forgot the cocoa powder.
very important. Yeah, I missed the
And
important process. Otherwise, there won't be any cake. Instead of it will be
some
maida. So we add cocoa powder. How many tablespoon or a cup we need to add?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoon of cocoa powder we need to add. Then we need to batter it. After that, once the batter is ready, we need to pour it in the cups which are there. And after filling the all 6 cups, we need to keep it in the micro oven. We need to allow it to boil for 1 minute 30 seconds. The timer we need to set. After that, we need to take out the cups and the cupcake will be ready. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Give Ari also clap. Fine. Thank you very much for all three of you, Arya and Malik and Bhavya Mishra. And wonderful. This is what we call it as process writing. If you do the same thing in written, it is called process description. See, the process description is the a kind of one style of writing which is required to explain the process to the stakeholder. The stakeholder can be anybody. And first, we have taken the normal example of a recipe and we are telling them how to cook. So anybody who wants to see, even I didn't know how to make a cup. I was thinking that making cupcake and all very difficult task. But after listening to Arya Suga's recipe and process description, I thought that even I can make a try. So this is how the description should be number one. So the description writing has to be very simple, number one. Second thing, descriptive writing has to go one process by process. You cannot, everything you cannot put in a clumsy way. That's why I just repeated Arya because other two rest of the dishes I was not very I knew it already. That's why if I if I had repeated I could have not made any mistakes. That's why I wanted to commit some mistake. That's why the process can be corrected. That's why I took the Arya's dish because I have never tried that. I have never known that. So in the process, see, I have in the, if you go back to my repetition, when I reflected with whatever Varya said, I have repeated whatever she has given. I missed an important thing. I have not added the cocoa powder. So the cocoa powder is the basic for the chocolate cupcake because that cocoa powder is only giving the chocolate flavor. So if that particular process is missed, the entire cake will be spoiled. That is an important thing. When you write the process description, each and every step is very essential. In case you miss one step of the process, the whole setup will collapse. That's why we have to be very clear, number one. Number two, you have to make sure that you are giving in a step by step basis. See, clearly given, take this, take a half cup maida. The measurement should be very clear. How many time, how long you need to mix it, and what you need to do. What are the other items should be kept ready? Everything is clearly explained. If you come back to Malik presentation, and he has given Malik, can you tell me this name again?
Simple dal, sir.
Simple dal. Thank you. So the Malik has clearly mentioned, take this, after that use this. Let me try. He asked us to take the dal and keep it choked in the water for some time in a previous day. It will be ready. You have to take the next day, take it and probably, I don't know whether you used to the process washing that particular dal, then add it into the cooker and you have to pour the sufficient water, add certain spices. Some of the spices he may not mention them since he's not doesn't remember. So you add certain spices, especially chili powder, and the turmeric, and a pinch of salt or block salt, whatever. Just then you close the cooker and let it whistle for 2 whistle or 3 whistle. So after that, you allow the cooker to cool down. That's very important process because you know very well if you know cooking. In case if you open immediately after the whistle, you know what would happen. It will become a disastrous. It will even sometime it will what you call it will blast. That's why handling cooker is very essential. You have to be because you will have a high pressure at the time. So only when you allow it to cool down, it will become normal. That's why when you open the cooker, you have to be you should not keep your face close to that cooker because it will sometime it will definitely the air the hot air will probably it will disturb you and you will get kind of issues. That's why you have to always you have to keep it open and when you open the cooker, you can identify the pressure. If it is completely cooled down, you can easily open the cooker. If still the pressure is mounted there within the cooker, then you will see it will be very tight. You have to be closed slowly. You have to open. That's why cooling down the cooker is very important process. Okay. Then next thing, if you look at the another one, then the dal will be ready in case you want to add some more extra spices even after it's boiled down. Then you can add some spices. The salt is insufficient, you can add extra salt and you can serve it. So he used many time first, second, after that, then. These are the words which are called sequences. These words will help us to sequence the process one by one easily so that the process is not missed. You can confirm it the process is not missed. So the first thing what you need to do is you have to understand the process clearly. Then you need to know the steps involved in it. So step 1, then you cannot go to step 3. You have to make sure that step 2 is fulfilled. Then step 3, step 4, in that way it has to come. And the last one, there are certain time even you may not do anything, but still you have to tell that process. For instance, in the cooker cooling down, you have to allow the letting the cooker to cool down. That is important process because first timer you are trying to cook. What happens? You will do everything immediately. Try to open the thing, it may blast. And that's why we have to give a clear-cut picture about all these things one by one. Now, let me share my screen. Almost we covered within this example. Then we'll take a couple of engineering processes and we'll discuss how to write the process description for that engineering process also. But these 3 people have made our job easy because they have clearly, demonstrated, described the process in a very efficient way. That made my job very easy to teach you the process writing. But still, I'll tell you certain words still in a PowerPoint. Then we'll get into the practice. So it's very simple. Even though we have already discussed, it's a simple process. It describes how to do something, sequence of events, pretty straightforward. And sometime when we speak in general terms, assume that you you give a speech in a general assembly, some probably in the school assembly or college assembly, you have given already, assume that. So generally, when you talk about something, you will give a very detailed description. You will add more additional points, you will elaborate it and everything. But in the process description, it is to the straightforward. There is no additional information. For instance, Arya didn't tell me about the usage of the cupcake, the health benefits. You can speak, you can give definitely health benefit of pulses and cake and other many things. Everything has its own health benefits. So those things you can give it as additional information, but during the process, you are not supposed to say those things. But when you write, if you take the recipe book, first thing, what are the things required? What is the process? Step by step only will give. Then there will be a separate paragraph, the health benefits. See, they'll give it as a paragraph, as a bullet point. But if you confuse this health benefit within the process, the people will get confused and they may not do the process effectively. So that's why it should be straightforward. Don't add anything else. And the very important thing, it should be in a chronological order. See, chronological order means in this thing, there is no chronology, only the sequence. But in chronological order, let us take one more example. Okay. And what is the process of, you may not know this process, because if you come to, because none of you have the ID card. It's because you have not come to the campus so far, but you're going to come already. You could have received the mail for our hostel booking and other stuff. So, okay, can someone tell me the process of hostel room booking? You have already received the mail also. Can someone tell me the process of hostel booking based on the mail you received from the college?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, please go ahead. Tell me your name and go ahead.
Yeah, sir, Bhavya.
Bhavya, can you allow someone else? I want
Yes, sir.
somebody. You. Otherwise, you name someone. I'll ask them to talk. Some new students, please. Just to repeat what you have received a mail. Definitely, I think a couple of days back they have sent you mail. Just tell me what is there.
Sir, may I speak?
Please go ahead.
Sir, we basically received that
Your name.
that on 11th and 12th we'll have the link
Tell me your
open for
name.
hostel booking.
Tell me your
Aditya,
name.
sir.
Aditya.
Aditya.
Go ahead, Aditya. Yeah.
Sir, so basically we will have our link open for hostel booking on the 11th and 12th. And according to the room type and the mess we want, it will be
Where
first come first. Yes, sir.
Aditya, where the link will open? Where?
They're on VTop. VTop.
That's important. So the link will be available in your VTop. Okay.
Sir, so we will choose the mess type and our hostel room we want. And it will be first come first service. So the one who books early will get the hostel early, and we have to pay the hostel fees and the mess fees on that date itself.
Okay.
So we'll get the hostel for that. Yes, sir.
Okay. And regarding the payment, what are the payment gateways you can use? Did they give any detail about that?
Sir, it was mentioned that we have to pay online.
Online payment. Okay, then online
Yes.
means probably everything may be available, but is there any mention about usage of credit card, debit card?
So it was just mentioned online.
Okay,
Like
then it may not be possible for you to pay through your credit card. It must be only through a net banking or probably even debit card. I'm not sure, but probably online banking. Good. So here, this is what the right order. Here, chronological order. What does mean? It does. There is no year involved, but here the process number 1, 2, 3. See, first thing, without going to the VTop, you can't do anything. So first you go to VTop, access the hostel booking link, open it, see the available options. First check the hostel room type. There are 3 types of room, I guess. 3-bedded, single room, double room, and multiple bedded room, I guess, if I'm right.
Sir, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay. So the options will be 3, 2, 3, and 4. Then you will have AC and non-AC room. In the mess, you have again vegetarian mess, non-vegetarian mess. Again, within this vegetarian, non-vegetarian, you have a north mess and south mess. So you need to select which option is suitable to you. Then obviously the payment gateway may open. You have to pay both hostel accommodation fee plus mess fee both together on the same day. Once you pay the fee, you may get a confirmation. Did they mention about how did you get your confirmation once you pay the fee?
By receipt generating.
Okay. So it is an online payment. The receipt will automatically generate. It will be sent to your email ID, guess email ID and mobile number. You may receive a message. This is the process of booking the hostel room. So here, every process is correct, but if you change the order of the process, the meaning may not be, the thing will not work properly. So this is what you have to be very careful in the order of when you mention the order one by one. And now you come to the grammatical label. See, if you look at the everything, and for instance, Malik said, first you take dal, pulses. First take pulses. Here, first is the sequencer. First, second, third, fourth, next, and then after that, before this, and until, and all these words are called sequences or linking words. And basic words will be action verbs. It will start with the verb take, pulses, heat up, light up the stove, put the vessel on it, remove it, let it cool. You identify all the first letter, first word of these sentences. Take the pulses and lit the stove, pour the water and add the pulses, add the spices. Here, take, light, add. These are called action verbs. You know, already I have taught you the different types of verbs. Be form verb, you know, is, are, was, were. Having verb, have, has, had. An auxiliary verb, may, might, may. Have to, has. Many things are there. So here, action verbs are verbs which denote an action. An example, I am speaking. This is an action. You are listening. Listening an action. So speak to a friend. Listen to a friend. Here we are telling the action. See, for example, I'm telling you one tip. You want to improve a language, speak to a friend in English. You want to improve your vocabulary. Another thing, listen to YouTube, English YouTube videos. Listen to TED Talks. Listen to BBC News. Listen to CNN News. I say listen to news. So here, listen, speak, these are the action verbs because it denotes an action. But look at the same, I give another sentence. BBC News is good for improving your language. BBC News is good for improving your language. What is the verb in the sentence? BBC News is good to improve your language. What is the verb in the sentence? Come on. Very simple sentence.
Is.
Very good. Simple. So is, it is not an action verb, it is a be form verb. But in the process writing, you will use only action verbs. You will not use any other verb. And second thing, it will be in imperative form. Imperative form means in the order, commanding, command and the request. Normally we do that. No, in that imperatives normally start with what you call action verbs. Or it will be either commanding part and it will be there, or sometime you call it it will be very straight to the word. That's what straightforward. There won't be any extra information. Third important thing I have not added in this slide, imperatives, it will be very simple, straight to the point. You will never add extra information in the imperatives. Imperative sentence like close the door, listen to my class, submit the assignment, sit in my class, don't look at outside, be 100% attentive. All these are imperative sentences. To the straight, and you are giving order, request, or command, what you require. And you will never add extra words, extra information is completely censored. Only one straight information will be given. These are the basic rules to write process description. Use action verbs, be straight to the point, don't write any unnecessary extra information, and try to sequence it in a proper order, either chronological order and other whatever the number are given there. These are the sequencing words. In general, this is not only limited to it. There may be, you can add many, but most of the time, the 80 to 90%, these are the normal sequencing words. First, then, and then after that. Once you have done that, then you do this, that, after, before, first, second, third, finally, in the end. Instead of in the end, you can say eventually, later, last. All these are sequencing words. So can someone tell me what is the function of sequencing words in process description? Come on.
So to describe the correct chronological order.
Yes, because if there are no sequencing words, the order of processes may get confused. At the end, the entire process may become wrong. See, assume that you have to add water in the, when you stir the maida for making the cupcake, but you add water only at the fag end. What will happen? There won't be any cake. Something, a kind of powder only will be there. So if one process is missed, the entire thing will collapse. That's why these sequence words will make sure that all the sequences are tightly packed, tightly given it in a proper timeline and the step, and that will make us to get the process effective. Got it? Okay. Any other questions? Now let me call some people. You need to tell me certain process. Quickly, I'll give you some process. You need to tell me the process. Okay. Dev Dipto.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you tell me the process of uploading the answer sheet in Code Tantra?
So first of all, we have to log in with the help of in our mobile in Code Tantra, and then it will modify the screen to full screen, and we cannot go back.
Look at there. First of all, he used the word first of all. Log into Code Tantra. Next, you come again.
Then Code Tantra will modify itself, and we cannot go back.
Then look at the connector sequencer. Then Code Tantra will not allow us to go back. Okay. Next.
And then a photo icon will be there, and we have to click it, and then we have to take.
Then look at the next connector, and then the photo, what you call a clicking option will be there. Click it. Click is the action verb. Okay. Good. Next.
After it, the screen will be showing the. After clicking the photo icon, the screen will be showing, and then we have to click the photo, which will get uploaded on Code Tantra on the device in which we are appearing in the examinations.
Okay. So you click the picture, open see the entire thing can be given in simple 5 steps. Log into Code Tantra, log into Code Tantra via your mobile device, open the camera options or photo option, and find the answers, and just make sure that you are covering the entire answers clearly, and click a photo, then upload it. It will be uploaded. Devdutto has given in a detailed way. I did the same thing, but in only 5 sentences in a very simple form. The first one was also a process writing, but it is a bit elaborated. But here I didn't say we have to do, I have, no subjects, no objects, nothing. Directly I said, click the photo, upload it, it will be there. So this is what simply writing the process. What Devdutto has given is also right, but when you write assume that you are giving instruction to your students as a teacher. You don't say that, we have to do this and open it, click it, upload it. That's with a simple instruction, you will be able to deliver the message clear. Good. Thank you, Devdutto. Give him a virtual clap. Devdutto, give him a. Okay, good. Okay, next, let me listen to Swati. Swati.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Swati. And you tell me the process. You need to explain the process to a person who is an introvert, but he needs to get introduced with his own friends after coming to VIT. Assume that he is an introvert. He never speaks to other people just like that. But still, he is interested to become an extrovert. And as a friend, you need to give him instructions how he has to approach a new guy and how to get his friendship or how to introduce himself and how to talk to them.
First, he must be comfortable about like talk.
No need to tell he has to come. Directly give me instruction. Assume that I am your student. Sorry, your friend. Give me instruction.
Yes, sir. So first of all, you have to be like calm and what you have to, you should not get afraid of talking to others, and you must feel free.
Go one by one. Go
Yes.
slowly one by one. First of all, you must be calm and quiet.
Yes.
Don't be afraid of talking to other people.
Yeah.
First to be calm, because first time they may not be really nervous. How can I go and talk? So that's why you have given instruction. First of all, be calm. Be calm. That's what imperative sentence goes. Second thing, and don't be afraid of talking to other person. Very good.
Yes.
Second thing, yeah. Next.
Then feel free to talk what you think, and you must introduce yourself and get to know about them.
Feel free to talk. Introduce yourself first. That's a good important thing, because normally we cannot ask straight away who are you and can you tell about yourself. Instead of that, first normally that is how the relationship is formed. You will tell that hi myself so and so, and may I know about you. That it goes good. Introduce yourself first, then ask about themselves. Good.
Yeah. Then share your interests in what are your interests, and ask them about that, and you will have some common interest and you can talk about that.
Very good. Share your interest and ask their interest. Identify the common interest. Probably you can explore, you can talk more about that interest. Very good. Yeah, this is actually really works. Some of you may really, you can use this once you come back to the campus in case you are an introvert. Use this strategy to get many friends. Wonderful. Give a virtual clap to Swati. Nice.
Thanks.
Okay, give her a, I didn't, yeah, now only I'm seeing the claps. Okay, one more person you want to add anything? Are you interested to tell about some process? I give you your own choice. You can take anything. Okay, let me ask Ayapilla Sai. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know the full name. Yeah, Sai Srinivas.
Yes, sir.
Where are you? Which state you belong to?
I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. Can you tell me the process of receiving the guest to your family? Assume that I'm coming to your home. How will you receive me? And you are giving this instruction to, assume that you are giving this instruction to your brother. How will you give instruction to him to receive me? I'm coming to your home.
So first I have to identify where you are coming from.
Directly you give
Also, I
instruction.
have to know from which transport you are coming to Vijayanagar, respective of Andhra Pradesh. I have to send a vehicle to pick up you and keep.
Sai, no need to tell what you need to do. Straight away tell the instruction.
I have to keep a vehicle for you to come to my home, and also I have to arrange a particular food.
Just a minute, Sai Srinivas, just a minute. Okay, I'm simply correcting it. I have to keep a vehicle for you. Instead of that, keep you are. That's what the situation I've given. Give instruction to a brother. Keep a vehicle ready to receive the guest. Keep a vehicle ready. Otherwise, just only that statement is enough. Good. Next.
Ready food for him. What he eat.
Get the food prepared for him based on the taste may not know, but simply you have to instruction them. Get the food, let the food be prepared. Okay, good.
And and also which places he wants to see in the city. I have to be ready for it.
Okay, arrange a city tour. Arrange the local sightseeing. Arrange a cab for a local sightseeing. Okay, good. Next.
That's only, sir.
Okay, fine. This is one thing, but let me one more thing go in detail. You take me with your cab and you will show me the city. But the moment I come to your house, I am entering to house. What are the other processes normally to be followed in Andhra Pradesh? Yeah,
First,
new guest.
while you house, I have to serve water for you to wash your
Ah,
legs. Also give water for you to drink or any cool drinks that you want to drink, any
okay.
juicy items or any food items that you want to eat.
First, you give water. Give water to wash his legs. Number one. Okay. Second thing, give water for drinking. Third thing, you provide some soft drinks or a juice, whatever a hot drink, whatever he likes it. Accordingly, you provide it. After that, even before that, there is one process is missing. You have given him, you have shown the water to wash the legs, and what
We have
else?
to speak obediently.
Yeah, normally we say that we'll keep them seated comfortably first. Then only we'll give water, right? First we'll receive them and we'll keep them seated comfortably in the particular place. Then we'll serve the water. Then we'll request or we check what he is interested, what he is to drink. Then accordingly we'll offer it. So this is almost the same, almost in all parts of South India, I guess. In North India, is there any difference? Can someone from North India, can you add? Is there any difference in this process of receiving guest? Any?
Uh,
Ah,
yes, I think not a different, but in North India, if the guest is an elder, then you first we touch the feet of that person
yes,
to show the respect to him.
wonderful. Yes. Very interesting thing. Yeah, this is the difference between cross-cultural difference. In South India, we don't have that habit, even though it is there, but it is not practiced by everybody. But that's wonderful. I mean, North India, yes, whoever it may be, and they'll come and touch the feet. But in South India, it's rare. Only they'll touch the feet of their parents only on the special occasion, probably birthday, marriage anniversary, in these type of thing only they'll touch. But here, you can see my practice. No, first time since I'm from Tamil Nadu, I have my practice. You know that you will have your practice. Similarly, I have my own practice. Senior students. Sometimes the student he will ask me, he'll come and touch my feet. I got surprised, but it would never happen in Tamil Nadu because they don't do. They'll give respect, but they don't touch your feet. But here it has become a habit. After that, I came to know that this is a regular habit. Some student normally they'll come, they'll get blessing, and but if you ask the Tamil, Telugu, and other student, even they will get blessing from their parent, but it is not very. They'll not touch the parents' feet as a kind of a very important mark of respect here because it doesn't mean that they are not respecting. They'll respect, but this particular practice is not there in South India. And some of the families they may have, but on a majority note, it is not there. Thank you for bringing that information. Good. So this is what when you why I have asked because in Andhra, and one more thing, let me tell you, in Tamil Nadu, we do not have the habit of asking them to wash the legs before they come to the house. We don't do that. But except that, rest of the things are same. But for instance, in our family and all, whoever comes, we directly welcome them. But we'll give them water and everything. But we would not ask them to wash the legs. So that it is there. Probably some of them may be following, but in a wider note, I don't think we have this practice. Any Tamil students, do we have this practice here? Anybody have you heard about this practice in Tamil Nadu? I don't think so. Okay. So the thing is, everything should be maintained properly as per the process which we are following. So as an engineer, you have to know this process writing effectively. Why? Let me tell you quickly. When you develop a product, and you need to tell them how to use that product, how that product is used, what are the process they need to, how it functions. That time you need to write a process description, step by step, or otherwise we can call it as instruction writing or instruction manual. When you buy a mobile phone, when you buy a new device, it comes with the instruction manual. It will tell you how to set up the device, how to insert the SIM card, how to remove it, how to fix the battery and all those. That's called instructional manual or user manual, anything you call it. That is written in this type of imperative writing. It will start with the verb and it will be very simple, and they could have used the sequencer. Finally, they'll end up with what is the first step, what is the last step. Assume that you purchase a new washing machine and you can fix on your own. There is no need of service personnel, and immediately there will be a user manual. You can take that manual, you can check the process one by one. First thing they'll ask you, open the thing and you insert it and you add it and everything, it will be there and you'll be able to use it properly. So if you develop a new product and you can inform the how this particular product, what kind of process it uses, and we'll be able to explain it through the process writing. Okay, just let me stop. Thank you, and let me download the attendance. If you got any questions, you can go ahead. Otherwise, you can leave. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, so you're talking about the sequences, right?
Hmm.
Sir, if the situation is that we are in the interview, and as like you ask us the question related to the process of something, like if you want to come our house, then what should be the process, right, sir? So should we ask to the interviewer that we want to elaborate that instructions, or we go through the step by steps? The question is
No.
that.
Don't elaborate, just what you call, just narrate the steps in a short way as per the instruction. Don't elaborate. You keep this, that, no additional words, extra words. Directly you go and what you call, just give the instruction. That's it. No need to elaborate.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions? Okay, if there are no questions, you can leave. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.